All right, everybody, here we go. Top 5 fragrances for the month of March 2022. Starting at number 5, we have Oud Wood by Tom Ford. And this fragrance has been a consistent love for me. I remember the first time I tried it last year, I thought it was okay, but the more I've worn this, the more and more I've loved it. And it just lifts my mood. It makes me happy, but it also makes me want to get shit done. So this to me is like my work hard, play hard sort of fragrance. You know, when it's warm outside and I'm still getting a lot of shit done, I want to throw on something like Oud Wood. So, you know, it smells good when I'm in my productive sort of mindset, when I'm just go, go, go. You know, this is a great fragrance to just have on me, and I love it so much. And I know people have performance issues, but for me, I get 6 hours, no problem with this fragrance. It really just latches onto my skin really nicely. All right. The next one, my number 4, is Tuxedo by YSL. And the reason this is a bit lower on the list is just because it's been really hot. So I've only been using this during nighttime, during evenings, whenever the sun is down, pretty much. But nonetheless, this is still a very sexy fragrance. And I love it so much that just every single time I smell it, I'm like, yeah, I love this thing. Gosh, it makes my eyes roll back. The sexiness in this fragrance is just so intoxicating. No other words to say about it. No other words to say about it. I love it. Tuxedo, number 4. Number 3 is Elysium by Raja Parfums. This is a fresh pineapple fragrance, but it also has a lemon cocktail sort of smell to it as well. So it's very fun, it's very bright, very uplifting, and especially with summer rolling around too, this is going to be an amazing scent to throw on. I mean, this to me is year-round worthy because it's warmer where I live. So even in December, I've pulled for this and it's been amazing, but I already know it's going to shine really nicely in the next coming months, even actually right now. Every single time I wear this, nonstop compliments from anybody that's around me. They always compliment me on Elysium, and I don't think I mentioned it, but I will leave the discount site links in the description in case you're interested in any of these fragrances. I don't know though if the designer private blends are on discount sites. I haven't really seen them. I'll double check. All right. The next one, my number 2, is Afternoon Swim by Louis Vuitton. God, this thing is so hot. I love this. I love this. It smells like oranges, and pretty much that's it. It smells like oranges, but it has a really sexy cologne sort of DNA appeal in the background. Now, to me, this is a very unisex fragrance. Yeah, it would lean maybe slightly masculine, but all of the feminine women that have smelled this on me have said they want to wear it for themselves as well. They're like, oh my God, that smells so nice. You know, the eyes always go wide. They're like, what are you wearing that smells so good? You know, so this to the feminine nose is amazing. It's gold. Every single time I've worn this around a girl, it's just like, oh God, you smell amazing. It's that kind of stuff, you know? So even when I smell this on me, I'm like, damn, it always comes through. Now, like Oud Wood, people have complained about performance with this, and also Elysium as well, even Tuxedo actually. All of them that I've mentioned so far, people have performance issues with them. So know that these aren't going to be beast mode sort of scents. And the reason why they're my favorites is because, yes, they smell amazing, but on me, I happen to have good longevity with them with my skin chemistry. So that is luck. But of course, you can, with fresh fragrances, it's so much easier to get away with overspraying them in comparison to the really sweet ones. But Afternoon Swim smells delightful. Anytime the sun is out and it's warm outside and I'm like in a white tank top or something, or any sort of tank top, and I throw this on, I feel like a different person. It's so good. And lastly, my number 1, I already spoiled it in my last video that I made, but Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. Did not expect this to be something I loved so much that I would place it in my top 5, let alone, or is it yet alone? Whatever, as my number 1 scent. And look, yes, off the first smell of this fragrance, a lot of people, first of all, can't even smell it. They won't even know anything is there. And it's like, wait, why is that number one? The other fragrances are known to be sexy. And yes, that's the case. But for me, the reason this is number one is because I can wear it every single day and not be irritated. You know what? Same goes for the other ones, but you know when you just don't want to wear a fragrance, but you still want to smell good, like after you shower, you smell fantastic and you're like, I want to throw on a scent, but I want something that's just really inoffensive. And I just love this fragrance because it smells like, it doesn't smell like you're wearing a scent. It just smells like your natural sort of skin chemistry. You know what I mean? And there's something about it. The way that this plays on certain types of people's skin is very, very sexy. So for this, on me, I've gotten a few compliments with people saying that I smell really clean and I smell so good. And they just get even closer to me to smell it because they're like, hey, you smell good, but I don't, what is that? You know what I mean? Because it's not obvious that I'm wearing a fragrance. They're just like, you smell good. You smell good, but they don't think I'm wearing anything. So it kind of confuses them. They're like, why do you smell so good, but you don't smell like you're wearing a fragrance, you know? So it's always interesting to kind of be like, oh no, it's this scent called Molecule 1, which enhances your natural skin chemistry. But this, it is my number one. And the thing is, I can wear it with all the other fragrances that I mentioned. You know what I mean? So this can be layered with everything. I love wearing it by itself, especially though, just because it's even on me, it doesn't smell exactly the same all the time. You know, when I wear it and I'm out and about, it smells a bit different and it starts to project. I call this a Batman fragrance because it turns on, like it just turns on when you need it. You know, you're like, oh, there it is, you know, but then when you're in, like if you're indoors and you're just kind of lounging or just walking around, you're not doing anything strenuous by any means, it turns itself off and you can't really smell it. And then you go out and about again and you're like, damn, there it is. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it still has your back and it lasts a long time. I think the longest I've had for this, it lasted me over a day. And mind you, yes, I showered. Okay, I'm not just here like not showering at all. Gross, right? I showered, but I still smelled this. And it's crazy because after the shower, it wasn't like, oh, it's still there. It was when I was going to bed, I was like, what? Molecule 1 is still on me? You know what I mean? And for me, like, I have a washcloth. I do all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I make sure like I scrub myself. And the fact that I still smelled this scent just a little bit, like it came in a little bit of a wave. I was like, oh, and it smelled really good too. I was like, shit. That is fine. I remember going to bed being like, damn, I smell good. You know what I mean? So I love Molecule 1. Again, all the names of the fragrances and the discount site links are going to be in the description. We're going to see if I can find anything for Tuxedo and Afternoon Swim. But for the most part, just look on the brand's website. Like look at YSL, look at Louis Vuitton, try Neiman Marcus as well, or Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's. Sometimes they have it in their selection as well. Anyways, thanks for watching. Have a good day. See you later. Bye.